Oh, there's some good news for motorists. We could very well be seeing another fuel price cut on the cards next month. Remember as well, I don't want to jinx it, but we've just seen the fuel price coming down now a couple of days ago. So according to the Central Energy Fund, everything looks like it's in place for another decrease. So let's see if we can try and understand how this is happening. Economist Joseph Busha joining us this morning via Zoom. Hello to you, Joseph. All the best for the year as well. And finally, you and I can talk about some good news. So why are we seeing a possible fuel price reduction? Are the odds forever in our favor, it looks like? Good morning.
Good morning to you and to the viewers, and happy 2023. Certainly, I think it has been a good start so far, getting a decrease in this very first month of the year. But also we've seen that the rand has been actually on the front foot, trading below 17 rand to the US dollar, kind of around 16 rand 94 to the US dollar. So I think that is really just putting that belief that we might get another reprieve in terms of the fuel prices at the pumps come the next review. This has been helped also by the decrease in Brent crude oil. I think last week it traded as low as $77 per barrel, or currently around 80, 81. So I think that's all good news, and I think that also just points to the fact that this might sustain for a little bit longer.
And when we talk about sustaining for a bit longer, I mean, I don't want to take away the glimmer of hope we have, Joseph, for next month. But when we look at 2023 in the next few months, are we going to be enjoying a reduction now, maybe next month again, and then come 3 months, we're going to get smacked again with another huge increase? Or are things starting to stabilize economically?
That is very possible, but I think if you look at it, there are a couple of changes or positives that are coming through, and only time will tell. China have reopened its borders after its zero COVID kind of policy that they have decided possibly is not sustainable, because I think you can see the COVID infections there, but also the demand for oil price might go up and start pushing the price up again as the economic activity in China starts picking up again. So this could basically just put a spanner in the works, in the sense that higher demand for oil, it means basically price might start going up again. We might still get some rate increase as well this year. ECB, the Europeans saying they might increase, but I think to just kind of get away from the recession fears, we might see that we might get a little bit of some joy in the next 2 months, but I think all is not certain, because I think things are very volatile currently in the market.
Yes, I think enjoy the lower petrol prices now while we can. Economically, if we just sort of broaden the conversation slightly, Joseph, when we see an increase in a fuel price, we often see less spending, less money from consumers coming back into the economy because we're feeling the pinch. Are we now going to see the opposite? So economically, are we going to see retailers, for example, making more money because we're paying less for fuel, we have more money to buy the things we shouldn't be buying?
It does not necessarily follow. There's no correlation. I think you always find that in particular public transport users, those who use the taxis on the roads, normally they do not follow suit by reducing their prices. So that does not happen. The retailers normally they'll just bring in a little bit of some specials, like your Black Friday, where possibly towards the end of the year they will start removing some of their goods off their shelves to just put them on lower prices or special prices. But that does not necessarily follow. I think in SA we still have the big elephant in the room, which is really Eskom, and the demand for diesel remains, because I think generators are just overworking right now. So all those things, I think if we can get Eskom to work, and the electricity comes back, and also we have a little bit longer enjoying in terms of the petrol prices remaining lower, possibly it to stabilize the food prices, is to stabilize the prices and what people can pay, and people might start having more money in their pockets.
Hopefully that will be the case. And you make two very good points. One is about public transport. Are we going to see the cost for public transport, Joseph, coming down? It's a good point. And secondly, yeah, for those who are lucky enough to have a diesel or petrol generator, it could be a bit cheaper for you as well. Joseph Busha, economist, joining us here on eNCA. I always appreciate his insight. As he says, enjoy the low fuel prices for now, because as the demand for oil goes up again, now that China is reopening its borders, we could see a jump again later in the year. But we're not going to take away the good news. It's good news for now. We could see fuel coming down next month.